everyone. Now, that's a trait on me, God darn it. You know, my content, everybody, that's okay. Now, that's a trait off for me. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Don't dim your light, neighbor, you are a miracle. They're gonna try to hate on you, discourage you, but don't dim your light, you matter, you're worthy. Don't dim your light, you matter, you're worthy. Stop the violence, gotta go. Hi to the genuine ones and the messages. Hi, I'm Peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently November 22nd, 2025. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Never trade off me. You know, to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I actually hope all is well in the end. And I say that respectfully. Just because someone didn't know how to love you, respect you, protect you, or even meet you halfway. You poured into the wrong cup. They didn't know how to pour into you, even days when they had to pretend. Only the abuse you mentally, spiritually, financially. Oh my God, I actually hope that you continue to heal because you matter, you're worthy. You know, my content is not for everyone. Just because someone gave up on you or didn't know what potential looks like, being authentic, never dim your light. Because loving yourself is not a crime, and I say respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Have a safe year, day, even week, weekend. You mad and you're worthy. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Entertainment purpose is only when it comes to my creativity. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. We don't pray the same, but I don't fall from a hater. I don't want you to have a good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless to what man or woman is threatening my life or child. And I say respectfully, I would never hurt myself or my peers around me, regardless if they're elderly or not. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Never trade a thought for me. You know, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta be stagnant. Never allow someone to make you feel like you can't pour into yourself to love yourself. Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta sugarcoat why you gotta dim your light choosing yourself because they don't want you to see your potential. They want to discourage you when it comes to your faith. But you matter and you are worthy. You know, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, if they have you shadow banned and when it comes to your creativity, or they trying to paint you out to be something that you're truly not, so they gotta pay this person or project forward towards this person or go to this person, go to that person to paint you out to be something you're truly not. Never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. And art is so beautiful. No, imitate on me. Entertainment purpose only. Hold on 1 second. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. My content is everybody. And I said, okay. Know the trend over me. You ever been mind your business, mind your business? You ever had your guardian call you or whatever the case may be? Bring the goddamn shopping cart down, you dumbasses. If the trend over me, first of all, you could say hi. First of all, I called before calling, but then calling today. And nobody answered the goddamn phone. Why? If the trade on me, you ever had that guardian at the end of the day? They say, when someone calls, do not answer the phone, and only rest the hold on 1 second, you just mislead yourself wrong. Because they try to call and they want to figure out why the goddamn phone line is goddamn busy all goddamn day. You know, I was on the phone with your family. I don't give a fuck who you was on the fucking phone with, stupid. It's the trinity of me. This fool says, bring the shopping cart downstairs. You get the shopping cart for their little two-piece little car, whatever the case may be, and you help them. They said, I got something for you to try on when the case may be. I've been nice today. Oh, don't sound like it too happy. Shut the fuck up. I said what I said. I've been nice today. This motherfucker decides to come in the house trying to regulate shit. Didn't I tell y'all to have my goddamn house in order when I got here? Remember, you didn't speak to us, so how the hell you was able to tell us that? I don't give a damn, don't I tell you every single goddamn day is the same goddamn routine. You know what, you might want to calm down before you pop a blood vessel in your brain. That's the traitor thought me. You push out to your own goddamn pain. I need to see. I bet you do. All that goddamn yelling you been doing. No, it was the stairs. No, it wasn't. You lying. Ever tricked on me? You ever had this fool come in the house with 28th Street clothes? You know, you're very proud at the end of the day that they thought about you. No, ever tricked on me, but I didn't want to get bullied when I went to school, stupid. Ever tricked on me? This fool decides to go in the bag, you know, that blue bag, when you know, you know. This fool decided to start taking outfit after outfit. What the fuck is that? It's a trick on me. It's supposed to say foo-hoo and it says, hold on a second, woo-hoo. What the fuck going on here? I thought it was cute and I thought it would look nice on you and you gonna wear it. You mean to tell me I ain't got no choice? Or you gonna keep wearing those same goddamn run-down motherfucking clothes every fucking damn day? Them just can barely fucking fit your stupid ass. You look stupid. You ever realize they had to rewrite their chain of thought when it came to hold on? I was like, did I just say that? Oh shit. That's a chain like I'm telling it on you, stupid. This fool decided to say, you know what? Try this shit on. I don't want to. I don't want to go to that schoolhouse and look stupid. It's a trick over me. When you know what's the logo on them goddamn clothes, you try to hide this shit at the end of the day when you go to school. Can I get some tape, ma'am? No. When you inside in the day, your parents don't understand that they project their own goddamn trauma on you because they wanted to save a couple of dollars. You know, wearing that fake shit at the end of the day. When you walked into the classroom at home in the school building, everybody noticed you. And they noticed what they noticed. I want to go home already. I feel it. I don't want to deal with the trauma today. Everybody got so much to say in the day. What the fuck is that? You don't like my color? It's nice. It fit me. And the trade told me, don't judge me. The trade told me, I got no choice. I see you ain't have no choice, but we not walking home with you when we go to school, when we go back home routine. We ain't walk with you this morning, so we damn sure ain't walking with you later. No, I'm the trade. Wow. Look what the fuck you got on. You ain't gonna be caught walking away that stupid. If the trade off me. You ever had to call your parent early because you had a fake sick day? You ever got cursed up because you warned them before you left? If I don't feel well, I'm coming back home and you gotta come pick me up. You decide to call home. Matter of fact, you decide to go the wrong way. You called their job. They answer the phone. Oh, and the first ring. This must be my child. Listen, before you start, remember what you put me in before I left your eyesight when you said, have a good day? Yeah, stupid. I remember every goddamn thing I said to you. What the fuck wrong with ain't nobody home and you're not going home? What the fuck? What's wrong? Listen, I don't know what them fucking kids got going on, what the fuck is in the cereal, whatever the fuck case. That ain't got shit to do with me. You gonna stay the whole fucking day. You hear what I said? I'ma deal with you when I get home. It's the train that's off of me. And you realize you got home and you go wait to take them shits off. This fool decides to come in the house and got so much to say at the end of the day. What happened? I took them off now, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But I ain't wearing whatever else you got in that goddamn bag. No. Foo-hoo, let it who. I don't give a fuck what they got going on them labels. You're not hurting my feelings today. No, and you wonder why I need a psychiatrist now that you try to say stupid. It was part of you. You embarrassed me. And the trade told me, and the same purpose only. A parent don't understand that they could be part of your trauma too. No, for real, they would deny it all day long. But when you went to that goddamn schoolhouse and they was bullying you, you ever remember that day when you had to go to school with that homemade sandwich? You couldn't go to the store because you couldn't afford it? And that was the best sandwich in the world. No, it's the trade over me. Because when your stomach start kicking in, bitch, I'm going to be over here in my bag acting like I got an arrow and it's going to last. It's the trade over me. One thing about school lunch at the end of the day, when your parent know you about to go on a trip, they make sure you have everything. Even if they can't get to the motherfucking store on time or whatever the case may be, and you decide to slip in the, the permission slip too late, the day of. Are you guilty of that bullshit? How the hell you telling me something last minute? I could have had everything prepared. What the fuck? Calm down, it's not the kid's fault. Calm down, it's not the kid's fault. You will siren. You need a corner. And the train told me, my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It's okay. You have been mindful with the mind of your business. And you got that one friend that call you out of the blue. What's going on? No, the train told me, I decided to change my life. And I'm glad you're on the right page, but hold on one second. You ever had that one friend at the end of the day that loves to cheat? And you that one friend that preaches. They don't like to call you when it's convenient for them. No, they don't. They like to call you when they're having a fucking emergency. Help, friend! You the only one's gonna save me. You know what? I need to put you on Do Not Disturb moving forward because what's wrong with you? And the train over me. I never understood this bullshit at the end of the day. A motherfucker would love to have their cake and eat it too, but they got a wife at home and they got a man at home at the end of the day. And they want you to participate in their bullshit and shenanigans. The devil's a lie. And I don't know, they say birds flock together. You the company you keep when it comes. That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. I'm not a cheater. I swear I'm not. And the trait on me. I never understood this bullshit in the day. You know how your parents used to say, if your friend drove off this or whatever the case may be, would you do it too? Absolutely not. I'm glad you ain't a dumbass. There's a trait though for me. When you realize in the day this particular person reaches out to you and says, I'm having a life crisis. All right, what's going on? Let me pray for you. When they start to participate, hold on one second. Remember that person I said that was my friend? Friends with benefits. You didn't want to be in. No, it's a trade off for me. I don't know what conversation, who you trying to set me up on today. I don't got time for this bullshit. It's a trade off me. When you come across one of those friends that become friends with somebody and they got friends with benefits and shit, and you tell them you want them. Red flag, bitch, run. Red flag, bitch, run. No, it's a trait of me. They understand, so I had to pray from a distance so you can comprehend. No, the trait of me. Because when you have an individual friend with benefits, now let me tell you, if you got some good stuff going on at the end of the day, make it your first and last time having something with them at the end of the day. No, the trait of me, because your life going to change forever. They ain't going to stop following you, watching you, making sure at the end of the day, are you coming back? It's a trait of me. Only realize at the end of the day, this fool is about to ruin your whole life. No, for real, they are. Because they telling everybody that y'all together. They telling everybody little secrets and shit when they came in your weather. You thought you was going through your depression, bitch. No, you did yourself wrong, real bad, wrong. It's a trait over me. Who the fuck has friends with benefits in 2025? I'm just fucking saying, being a fucking adult is either going to be in a relationship or not. Carry along. Stop playing with fucking folks' emotions in the day. No, it's a chance over me. Because what happens is a motherfucker will walk into your life, mislead you, and say you the fucking problem. 9, 9, 10. I was going to hold myself together when it came to my hands. But this bitch got me throwing my hands and playing a windmill in the game. Here's the trade of me, and I wouldn't understand it. Even exchange. I got this, Curry. I ain't trying to use these corners in a different direction. It's a trade over me. My content is not everybody, and that's okay. No, it's a trade over me. It's holiday times, your birthday time, whatever the case may be. And the way, prices is up in age and shit or whatever the case may be. Everybody still got different prices and shit. No, for real. And you got caught with the double egg special. For how many? It's a trade of me. I'm going to need a reimbursement. Because the way eggs is set up, I'll be surprised to catch them bitches on sale for $2.99. That's a trade for me. What the fuck you mean $5.99? $4.99 for some fucking eggs? Are you serious? No, the trade over me. And I gotta make over, hold on. If it's 50 folks, everybody has a different walk. When it come, hold on a second. If them shit is good, you already know it. The first batch you put on the table will be 50. And when it's gone, it's just gone. Everybody gets one apiece. If you missed it, oh goddamn well. And the trade told me didn't want to be stingy, but hold on one second. I never thought I would say this year. I'm be a stingy bitch. It's the trade it thought for me. What the fuck? This fool decided to say, I'll put you part of the, the family miss who's preparing stuff. I could have made some chicken wings or something at the end of the day. I could have seasoned it and dropped it off or whatever the case may be. But you put me part of the narrative to make some eggs? You didn't say potato salad either. You said double eggs. Okay, so that means one of each, so you get the split. But then you know how family be. They want to take something home. Then they start to lie. I ain't have one. And they probably the one that had 5, 10 of them shits sitting in the corner, and they own surroundings, smelling their own gas. No disrespect. I'm talking about it wasn't me. It's the shade of me. My conscience, everybody. That's okay. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You are my sunshine. Yeah, I am worthy. Don't tell me you like neighbor, fall from a hater. They're not going to understand. Hold on 1 second. FAITH. You mad or you worthy? Try to send smoke to you. You mad or you worthy? Try to dim your light. They had a hate train gang stalking you. Right? The 11 was couples and people were single with tensions. At the end of the day, you even had child trying to line you up. Oh my God. Yeah, that happened to you? Oh Lord. They even try to bring harm towards Naya and me, Lord Jesus, and you too. Oh, the devil's alive. The devil's alive, G.O.D. Hold my back. I'm going to go in. I am the miracle. I ain't going to do my life. I am the miracle. I ain't going to do my life. Never be a hater when you know you're perfect. When you what? Privilege. Privilege. Being privileged. What does privilege mean? In God's eyes, privilege means I am worthy. I am privileged to be able to see another day. I am privileged to be able to take accountability for my action. I am privileged to know at the end of the day I am loved. I am privileged to know that I am blessed. I am privileged to know that I had nourishment, food in my body. I'm able to pray even days when I can't think or see. Willing, taking chances on life. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Being privileged at the end of the day doesn't always mean race. Because when the right people walk into your life, it's a privilege to have them in your life. Never dim your light. You matter, you're worthy. Don't dim your light when it comes to your blessings. You're going to have folks in different tax brackets, sending you spell work. It doesn't matter. Never give up on yourself. It's going to be people have a hate group towards you. Even when you get lost in your words, it's okay to know at the end of the day, take a minute to yourself to realize that you are worthy and never allow someone's projection to stop you from growing and elevating in life. You matter and you are worthy. Being privileged at the end of the day, sitting next to your neighbor and being honest to know at the end of the day they came into your life for all the right reasons and they didn't have to listen to because they far from haters. Gotta go, stop the violence. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect. People pick and choose who go talk about God, spirituality, the devil, the enemy, culture, religion, your sexual orientation, your age, or even your culture. We all don't pray the same. Folks pick and choose who could talk about violence, hate crime, discrimination. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no misintentions. When it comes to practice makes perfect, when someone doesn't see that you are worthy, or when someone doesn't see your potential, that does not mean stop choosing yourself. That does not mean stop loving yourself. That does not mean stop dimming your light because someone wants to make sense of your narrative because they want to control you, manipulate you, abuse you at the end of the day. Individuals will gang stalk you because they don't want you to prosper in life. You don't have to know individuals for them to gang stalk you. How they will monitor you from the time that you go in your household. They will monitor you from the time you come back into your household. They will monitor you from point A to Z. They will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, monitor your mail, even your packages. They will even act like you got certain documentation when you never did. They will even use your own documentations against you to get you locked up, put you in the sideboard, to blackmail you against you. They will even have folks in different tags back in the day to project the hate crime towards you, or even to just disrespect you, or project fear in you. Or they will even dig up your past at the end of the day, pay certain individuals off that may be single mothers or not, or a single family household or not, or someone that's an addict, or someone that lacks self-control at the end of the day. That's someone that can't think for themselves. They will pay these individuals just to project fear in you, or even to blackmail you against you, and participate in conversations that you wasn't even supposed to be part of at the end of the day. All because they want to ruin your reputation. All because you stepped out on faith. Regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, you matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. I love to talk about love. Now, trade on me. No, I do. No, for real, for real. Excuse me. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one surely for you. You know, that introduction is different. It wasn't a hesitation. Someone truly showing you wasn't competition even on your birthday. They truly was paying attention. You know, someone brought peace into your life. They wasn't trying to make you dysfunctional. Who would have knew that someone truly capable, able to love you, not to project mental illness on you. You know, shortchanging your vision when it comes to your future. Someone actually was cheering you on up close in person, behind closed doors, not to do you wrong. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Someone truly showed you it was okay to be comfortable in your own skin only because God chose you. That ain't just different. You know, when someone brings peace into your life, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, somebody didn't have to manipulate God, fulfilling shoes when it comes to your future, something that you was willing to get used to. Someone actually communicating with you, being emotionally available. You know, someone actually practiced and preached at the end of the day because actually spoke loud in words. They didn't have to pretend. They wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you, even good, bad days. At the end of the day, who would have knew that God gave someone access to your heart to hold on 1 second to overcome that pain, from your past? The energy is different. How someone can truly show you true love wasn't competition, it wasn't hesitation. When someone truly show you to hold on 1 second, it's okay to love to go with that. You know, because when you pour into somebody, it takes strength, it takes encouragement, it takes hold on 1 second, faith. It takes a minute to know at the end of the day, I know I am blessed, I know I am worthy, but someone walking into my life that bring me balance, that energy has different. You ain't got time to waste because you wasted enough time, but only as to hold on 1 second, God allows you to see your faith. You know, when you prayed with them praying. It was a chapter that you least expected. Someone didn't have to walk into it to pretend. Who would have known certain chapters would catch up to you when it comes to hold on 1 second? That is just different. You said God wasn't real, but God still shows you that someone could really keep it real. Emotionally available. You can't love a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to hold on 1 second. Be on the same page. You know, y'all didn't pray to the same God. But someone saw you, heard you, respect you. They wasn't doing it for likes and views of cloud chasing or fame. No, it's a trick though. Even when the outside try to bring you pain, you know, it says spell work to the evil eye. You know, when you want Devon's time, and it's just different. It wasn't a script at the end of the day when it come to acting, because someone wasn't acting like they liked you. It's a trick of you. Hello. You know, my concept is everybody. You know, when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They don't got time for hearing you, but then still doing the opposite when they can truly relate to you. That ain't just different. Because someone heard what you've been through when it comes to your past. And someone truly shows at the end of the day, they can show you why healing became a future. You know, that energy is different. Because when the right person walks into your life, they say fairy tales not real. But someone could truly walk into your life to show you why they was truly keeping it real. It went from a bypass conversation, small talk. It went from that quick text message, who would have knew that God would truly allow you to feel while you locked up. You know, it went from actually having a walk, actually taking someone's time and day, who would have knew, preserving it, actually treating them right way, you know, being emotionally available when it comes to being intelligent, even when folks didn't understand you. You know, you knew how to respect somebody. They saw you, they heard you, they respect you, only rather hold on 1 second. Yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. You know, when it comes to a future, who wouldn't know that true love would allow you to feel so fruitful? Because God chose you. You know, my content is not for everyone. I may not make sense to the average person, but true love is not complicated, not even a little bit. When the right person walks into your life, they're not trying to waste your time today. They trying to see a future with you, but you try to shortchange them, doing weird shit, try to rob them, mentally, spiritually, financially, all types of weird shit. Project the hate crime towards them, talking about like a bad habit. Or because, hold on 1 second, you look at someone like competition, even on your worst day when you couldn't see how someone was trying to motivate you, respect you. They wasn't trying to control the narrative. You becoming your best self, vision of yourself, even when you didn't know, hold on 1 second, right from wrong, when it comes to, hold on 1 second, your own reflection. It be a train of thought for me. How a lot of people will waste an individual's time and day. I swear they on the same page, but all the time, the whole entire time, all you want to do is play someone close to make them feel like, hold on, they're emotionally available. You wanted to be on that roller coaster chasing after you. But hold on 1 second. God wasn't trying to give you that energy at the end of the day. That's why God closed the door for all the right reasons. Not for that child to go through pain. You know, it may not make sense to the average person, but when the right person walks into your life, it's not spell work, it's not lust, it's not trauma, it's not toxic love. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. You know, regardless if you have a speech problem at the end of the day or a disability problem, never allow someone to make you feel like you can't choose you. And I say that respectfully. It's gonna be individuals you don't even have to know. Coming past them with them at the end of the day, you don't even have to have a conversation with individuals. When someone doesn't want you to prosper, they're gonna make sure they ruin your reputation. They will even be behind the scenes working with individuals in different departments of the day to make sure that you don't prosper. And they will try to blackmail you as, you're mentally unstable. It's a trade off for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, no mother or father should lose a child due to someone's lack of self-control, or a family should lose a loved one, or a guardian should lose a child due to someone's jealousy, envy, insecurity, or someone wants to project spell work, or someone an evil eye, or someone that has the mindset of having jealousy and envy. Regardless if someone came from poverty and pain, someone decides to change their life for the right reasons. They wasn't doing it for clout, likes, views, clout, chase, or fame. How individuals be feeling entitled because someone is prospering in life and they're doing it on their own. And they said that God is behind the wheel, and it was never for likes, views, and clout, chase, or fame. And folks be trying to take credit for someone else's choices. They decided to think outside the box. How that mother and father prayed for that child. How that mother and father pray for that child to change their life around for all the right reasons. Because there are mothers and fathers that actually pray for their child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And they're not doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame. They're not doing it to send spell work or send illusions or to have someone bring harm towards their child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Because the love that they probably didn't receive, or the lack of communication that they didn't receive it, and they wanted to let their child know that they had a safe place at the end of the day, even when the world was against them. My content is not for everyone, but jealousy and envy is real, regardless if you're spiritually more gifted than somebody or if you're more talented than someone. How individuals, you don't have to know your neighbor at the end of the day, regardless of their tax bracket, how they would try to bring harm towards you, rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even try to take your creativity, try to make it their own, and said at the end of the day that you told them that we was on the same page. How the hell did that happen, you stupid ass son of a bitch? It's a trait of me. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. Like, what happened to put respect on the actual creator? No, hello, it's the train of thought for me since we want to have this conversation. Respect goes a long way. It be the train of thought for me how folks don't want you to be woke when it comes to they having lack of self-control, when it comes to discipline, how you watching your every move, trying to distract you. At the end of the day, they try to make you feel uncomfortable in your own skin when you wasn't trying to hurt nobody. They say that you're whacking your corner, you trash, we got to take you out. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. At the end of the day, how you gotta go from a hate train. Who would have knew that God was showing you the devil? Only was to hold on 1 second. God was showing you motivation when it came to God schooling you. When the devil tried to appear, God was showing that you was truly protected, even when they try to project fear in you. At the end of the day, it was chicks and dudes, even kids trying to ruin your reputation, trying to bring harm towards you, all because you understood your faith is different. It bothers their mental health when it comes to, hold on 1 second, I was never on my neighbor's one-sided contract. It be the chain of thought for me, all because they want to rob you blindsided, but you put everything in God's hand. They would never understand that, hold on 1 second, I ain't have to act the fool. I haven't changed up because that's what they wanted you to do. They couldn't wait for it to be paid out, a crash out, all because they wanted you to be in a monster at the end of the day. And not elevating. It may not make sense to the average person, but always be yourself. How this type of stuff actually happens. You don't have to know somebody for them to monitor every move when it comes to gang stalking. And when they monitor every move, it's innocent people that get crossed in the crossfire in the day, coming across a hate crime, and they can't speak up for themselves because they feel like their voice doesn't matter, and they feel like if they speak up, they're being labeled as crazy or mentally unstable. And then it be the same individuals that be gang stalking innocent people, don't matter someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. They be like, where's your God at now, when they trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even try to have you jumped, or have people project fear in you. And they quick to say at the end of the day, something's really wrong with you. All because you a truth teller. Never allow someone to make you feel like your voice does not matter. And especially when you don't run from your past. That ain't just different when it comes to your weather. No, it's a trade to be always be yourself with no blessings. I said what I said. I gotta go. It's true. Always be yourself. No mother or father should lose a child due to someone's lack of self-control because someone decides to want to walk into someone's household and make a mother and father feel mentally unstable. Regardless they came a product of pain or not, regardless they didn't get the proper tools of someone showing them what love looks like unconditionally, someone didn't show them the proper tools or how to do certain things in life at the end of the day. No prayer warrior mother or father should have their child stripped out of their hands. And especially when they're a provider, they know how to pray for their child, they know how to provide for their child, and they know how to show up for their child. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But nobody should ever have their child stripped away from them. And especially a mother and father that's not doing it for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. And I say that respectfully. I say this to say this. Regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, and regardless if someone has more money than you, or someone is part of a cult, or someone's a witch or a warlock, or someone tries to project fear in you at the end of the day, never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. I walk these streets alone and I would never hurt myself. And I do not live in fear, regardless of what man or woman is trying to threaten my life. And I say that respectfully. Or a child. And when it comes to my creativity, I always worked by myself besides my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of my sexual orientation, I know how to respect my neighbor and my elders around me. I say that respectfully. And my peers around me, regardless then if I know them or not. Individuals will act like they know you just to be part of a conversations. Individuals will act like they know you just to ruin your reputation when it comes to your image. When it comes to gang stalking, individuals will monitor your phone calls, hack your device, your accounts, your emails, and try to paint you out to be mentally unstable. And if you're a content creator at the end of the day, never allow someone to project fear in you because they know folks that works in different tax brackets and they're quick to paint you out to be mentally unstable because you're speaking up for yourself. Your voice matters. And your creativity is nice. It's cool. I could get jiggy with it if you're really authentic. It's the train for me because I'm far from a hater, neighbor. My content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or woman or child or elderly has me shadow banned. Never check on me. Always be yourself and no molested. Don't send me a like, no, for real. That relationship, it didn't work out regardless to what subject it is. That does not mean stop pouring into you. That does not mean stop loving you. That does not mean stop showing up because they want you to live in fear. My content is not for everybody. And it's not a crime to be a popular loner. And I said it respectfully. A lot of individuals don't understand the mindset about the end of the day being a popular loner. You're not doing spell work on somebody at the end of the day for them to stay in the house or for them to do this or for them to do that at the end of the day. When someone's a popular loner, someone likes the company they keep for themselves in the day. They know how to interact with people that has common sense. People that don't play with spell work. People don't have malicious intentions. People that are not haters. No, it's a trade on me, neighbor. We ain't the same. I gotta go. I'm far from hate. I'm not here. Genuine love, respect. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. When God sends the right people into your life, they act their body weight, not their shoe size. That energy is different. And I say that respectfully. Never allow the enemy to make them think that at the end of the day that you gonna stop. And it's the same thought for me. And especially when they try to think they keep attacking you at the end of the day. When you pray, we all don't pray the same. But God works in mysterious ways. Even when the devil or the enemy try to touch you, have to say that respectfully. Never dim your light. And never allow someone to tell you that your dream is not real. Because when you show up for you, God gave you a gift within, not to overlook you. Regardless who doesn't see it when it comes to your potential. Because if God endowed something within you, can't nobody take it away but God. And when you use your gifts for all the right reasons, God shows you why God never left you. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I'm Naya, Genuine respect, and I am healing from a hate crime that was done to me, and I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself, and I say respectfully. When God sends the right people into your life, they fall from the haters. They act their body weight, regardless they came from poverty or pain or not. They not in competition with you. No, have to check on me. I gotta go. Always be yourself, but no molested. Don't tell me you like neighbor. We ain't the same neighbor. Always be yourself, and I say respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Peace and respect, some respect, some neighbors, otherwise you may not them, you're like God or God, everybody, but on them, you're like, stop the violence. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from my head, I what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from my head, I what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Today is currently November 22nd, 2005, and it's currently 10:50 p.m. I'm Naya Gianna Respect. I go live every single night at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube. No ever check on me. Stop the violence, God darn you. Entertainment purposes only. I'm far from a copycat. I'm far from a hater. I know how to put respect on my neighbor's name, regardless to their tax bracket, regardless to their culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. And I say that respectfully. Individuals try to blackmail you against you, or because they don't want people to see who you truly are. Being authentic. It's a train of thought for me. Never give up on yourself because someone wants you to dim your light. You wasn't God's excuse when God actually showed up for you. You know, healing, trauma, and pain is not a race overnight process. To the genuine ones, women's attendants, I truly hope all is well in your end. You're mad and worthy regardless, and I love you, respect you, and protect you. Never give up on yourself. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and I go live every night, 10:15 on YouTube. I gotta go. Oh, you be yourself, but no blessings. I'm far from a hater, but they wave the same hater. I gotta go. Stop the violence.